I'm Sandeep Khosla.
And I'm Abu Jani. Welcome to our show.
Our guest this evening has a famous Bollywood surname. And yet, there's very little that the world knows about her. She's quick-witted and interesting. But she rarely gives interviews. She hates being photographed, but she has a model's face and body. She's a style diva and also a committed wife and mother. But that's not her only talent. She's a much sought-after furniture designer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the fabulous Tanya Deol.
It's wonderful to have you. Please.
Your first ever, I believe.
Yeah.
Huh? That's fantastic. Thank you.
And with
It's our
us.
privilege.
Thank you for being with us.
For you guys, always.
Thank you.
So tell us, Tanya, it's your first interview. How does it feel?
I'm a bit nervous, but I'm all right.
You're very media shy and you always keep such a low profile. Is that intentional or?
I'm quite a private person to a point of being shy, not very comfortable in front of the camera. So I think that's just the way I like it.
The women of the Deol house are never exposed. One never sees them ever. In an interview or any other time. Is it anything to do with that it's a family decision or?
No, nothing like that. If that was the case, I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys doing this interview today in the first place. So
Yeah.
You come from a business family.
Yeah.
And you got married into a film family.
Yeah.
So what was the major difference you felt in the two?
well, both are entirely different setups. I mean, when you're in a business, you have a 9-to-5 job, whereas when you're, working in films, there's no fixed
There's no
hours.
routine, yeah.
You travel a lot. There's a lot involved in that, and you do films. You don't know whether it's going to work, whether it's not going to work. So there's a lot of difference between just being in a routine life, which is connected to business. And whereas, being connected to films is entirely another ballgame altogether.
But who reacts more emotionally in your family to a success or a failure?
Does your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, Sunny, I mean, who reacts or you?
I think that Bobby is really not the first generation who's in films. It's something they're used to for a long period of time. So it's not like anybody goes really emotional about it. But obviously it is, like I said, upsetting if a film doesn't do well. And I think they know how to deal with it in a very brilliant manner. Because it's something they're accustomed to over years. So it's not something new to them.
So how is it for you when you came into this family, and whether the first movie was the first movie a hit or Bobby's after you married?
It was Gupt, and it did really well.
It did. So you're a lucky man.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So how was the reaction then? Was there champagne and
it was,
bubbly all over?
we were actually shooting on an outdoor at that point. So we heard the film was doing really well and everything. So we're happy about it. But with time, you learn to deal with things. It's just the way of life.
You just tune yourself and then you're used to it.
Yeah.
You got your own line of furniture now. What inspired you to start?
My whole entry into this line was not something planned. I do have a background of interiors. I've studied it, I've worked, I've done sites. But then I got pregnant with my first child, so I didn't pursue it. But I had done bits of my own home, which a family friend saw.
Yeah.
And she was having a furniture show. So she insisted that I take part. And she just did not take no for an answer. I did the show, and ever since there's been no looking back.
Mother of 2 young boys, wife of a movie star. And she runs her own business. Here's a sneak peek into a day in the life of Tanya Deol.
My day starts quite early. I'm up in the morning to pack my kids off to school. Then it's rushing to the gym. From the gym, it's time to go to the office. I'm normally at the office from 11 to around 2:33. Then I'm back home in time to welcome the kids from school. Then it's spending time with the kids, it's getting their homework done. And nights are, Bobby and me spend time together, either we're watching a film or we have friends over. We don't party that much, maybe it's going out and getting, eating a nice meal. And that's basically what